Hello everyone, this is our third lecture on MMP for SY BSc Physics. In this lecture, we will first study some other properties of complex number and then we will move towards the problem on the topic which we have taken from previous 3 lectures. Okay, all those problems we are going to solve in this lecture. So, first we will see some properties of complex number. So, there are 5 properties of complex number other than algebraic properties or algebraic operations that we have learned in previous lecture. 4 basic operations we have already studied, that how to perform addition, multiplication, subtraction and division of any 2 complex number. So, there are some other properties also for this complex number. So, first property, like real number, our complex number also follow sum of property from real number. First is commutativity of addition. Commutativity of addition means addition of 2 complex number is commutative. So what is the meaning of commutativity? Commutativity means for example, real numbers, we are having real numbers addition for like 2 plus 3. How much? 5. Also 3 plus 2 is 5. This means 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2. These both additions are equal. That means addition is commutative. So our complex number also follow this property. Let's say I am having complex number Z1 and Z2. Then addition of Z1 plus Z2 will be equal to addition of Z2 plus Z1. Means addition of 2 complex number is commutativity. Second is commutativity of multiplication. Commutativity of multiplication. So, multiplication of 2 complex number is commutative. This means if I multiply Z1 with Z2, I have multiplied Z2 by Z1, then this will be equal to Z2 into Z1. Okay, means multiplication of 2 complex number is commutative. If I take first Z1 and multiply with Z2, this will be equal to Z2 multiply with Z1. Okay. Then third is associativity. Associativity of addition. What is meant by associativity? Suppose I am having 3 complex number Z1, Z2 and Z3. Then Z1 plus Z2. First I am simplifying this addition and then I am going to add this, whatever I will get this addition is added into Z3. Then this will be equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Meaning of this both is same. Suppose first I added Z1 and Z2. I get one complex number and then that complex number is added to Z3. This will be equal to Z1 is added into, first we have to do this addition Z2 plus Z3, then we will get one complex number which is added into Z1. So these both things are equal. Then fourth is same, associativity of multiplication. Now, just instead of addition, we have to do multiplication. So, Z1 into Z2, this multiplication is again multiply with Z3 and this will be equal to Z1 into Z2 into Z3. This is nothing but associativity of multiplication. Then fifth is distributivity of multiplication. Distributivity of multiplication means, suppose I am having z1 plus z2 and this addition is multiplied by z3. Then first, by mathematical rule, first we perform multiplication and division and then we perform addition. So this z3 will get multiplied to both z1 as well as z2. That means z1 into z3 plus z2 into z3 means we can distribute this z over this addition z1 plus z2. That is nothing but distributivity of multiplication. And sixth, that we have already studied, that is equality of complex number. We have already studied that when two complex numbers are equal, that we have studied in previous lecture. That tells me, equality tells me that if two complex numbers are said to be equal if and only if their real parts and imaginary parts are separately equal. Okay. So let me say I am having two complex numbers z1 and z2. If I am having z1 and z2, then z1 will be equal to z2. So I can write, suppose our z1 is x1 plus I y1 and z2 is x2 plus I y. So I can write x1 plus I y1 is equal to x2 plus I y. Now I can take this on LHS. So I will get x1 plus I y1 minus x2 plus I y2 equal to 0. Now we have already studied algebraic operation for two complex number, which is subtraction. So how to subtract two complex number, that we have already studied, and doing that subtraction, x1 minus x2 plus I into y1 minus y2, this will be equal to 0. Now if I am saying that this whole equation is 0, then we can say that these two terms are simultaneously 0. Then only this equation is satisfied. What this implies me? This implies me that our first bracket, here it was x1 minus x2. So first bracket is x1 minus x2 will be equal to 0 separately, and y1 minus y2 will be equal to 0 simultaneously. So from this I can write x1 will be equal to x2 and y1 will be equal to y2. This means real parts of two complex number and imaginary part of two complex number, when they are separately equal, then we can say that both complex numbers are equal. That is nothing but equality of two complex numbers. Now in next lecture we will move towards the problems based on these all parts that we have already studied till this lecture. Thank you.